Yo, what's poppin', my Make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button so Parfait can hit 1 million subscribers. That'd be lovely.
And man, real talk.
Now, if you don't know who Hasan Piker is, I don't blame you. He's essentially one of the biggest grifters on the entire internet. Yes, even bigger than people like Vaush or Hunter Cuck alone.
Oh, I'm all for it. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not, right?
Hasan is one of the biggest Twitch streamers, and if I remember correctly, the largest political streamer, or maybe it's Destiny. I don't know. I don't really care either, because they are all cucks and losers.
Out of line, but he's right.
But anyways, Hasan is a self-proclaimed socialist, in other words a communist, because for all my little Timmies out there, okay, socialism is communism, just under a different name.
You know what I mean?
In a lesser extent, which does in fact 100% of the time always lead to communism, alright? Like, everybody knows this unless you're like retarded or something, okay? Let's be honest.
Real talk.
Now, being a socialist is one thing, alright? You probably don't have much going on in the brains department. I mean, look at Hasan, for example. He's one of the big, like, he's a prime example, okay? He can't even formulate a proper sentence without stuttering. Half the time on his streams, he's just eating like the male version of Pokemon.
Well, what goes up invariably comes
very tough right now, and if you're anything like me and you got a lot of houses, there's some of my properties that were making me nice
money. I was making a couple £100 a month. Now I'm losing money on, and it's the Bank of England's fault. So base rate going up has screwed us all. We had properties, didn't we remember? How much we were paying, like, what, £300-400 a month, okay?
But the problem with Hasan being a socialist is he is a socialist living in a $1 million mansion.
Hasan Piker has recently shelled out $2.7 million for a spacious home that is secured and tightly hedged. Constructed in 2014, the contemporary Mediterranean dream home has an incredible amount of outdoor space in both the front walkway and backyard. Interiors shed any pretense of Mediterraneanism and go all
buying and flexing expensive cars and living a glamorous lifestyle while also being a multi-millionaire. Does anybody not see the irony in this?
Oh shit. La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
You're a socialist, which they are supposed to believe in, what, distributing their wealth to like help the less fortunate, help the poor and all that gay shit. Yet what is Hasan doing? Living in a $1 million mansion with millions in his bank account, grifting off socialism to the uneducated, lukewarm IQ, basement dwelling neckbeard redditors about socialism while making money off of those retards and not giving a single cent back. And that's the thing with all these bread tubers, none of them actually believe the shit they are preaching. They are all grifters trying to make money off you, and it's working because redditors are retarded.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Wow, who would have guessed? Certainly not me. And we know Hasan is a grifter because before he made, before he became a socialist, he was essentially like the great value version of Steven Crowder, trying to be this red pill jock, or a Chad, I guess you could say.
On this week's Social Guru, we cover an old classic warhorse, the let's get out of here rule. This one's been passed on for centuries and helped even the Vikings get laid. I actually lost my virginity with this rule, by the way, I'm not gonna lie. So you're in the club, you finally use the 5-second rule because you're smart now, because you follow bro tip, and you start talking to this girl, it finally leads to hooking up, and you're bold enough to grab an ass cheek and then maybe even get some hand play downstairs.
Like, sure, this is kind of cringe, but at the same time, way more appetizer friendly than current day Hasan. Imagine in the alternate reality, in an alternate world in like C197, we got the based Hasan that went on to refine his craft and became like an alpha Chad and gained like popularities of the levels of like Andrew Tate or something, or just, you know, socialism Hasan. What a better world that would be. What a better world.
Dude, real talk.
Let's keep it $1.50. People don't drastically change their opinions and beliefs like that within a few years, especially when they're like in their 20s, when their brain is already fully developed. So yeah, anybody who wasn't dropped on the head as a baby 50 times and thrown up on like the ceiling against the ceiling fan and got a tumor from that shit can easily tell Hasan is a grifter. Like, it's not even a debate, it's just like factual at this point. It's like trying to argue whether water is wet or the sky is blue. blue. Well, technically, Parfait, the sky isn't technically blue, it's just shut the fuck up. But yeah, I came across this video from Hasan called "This Is Why I Hate Landlords."
Very low IQ person.
Really appealing to those Redditors with that one, aren't you? Yeah, you guys, I wish I could just rent a house or an apartment and not have to pay a single cent to live there too, but there's this thing called, I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but I think it's called reality.
Alright, real talk.
And just like you and me, those landlords also have bills to pay and a mortgage to pay. Why the hell would I, or should you, be mad at them for having money and investing that money into property? Because what, they're more successful? That means they're bad? Not to mention you live in $1 million mansion. The fuck are you mad about? I can't. You're virtue signaling to the poor who are too stupid to see through your bullshit. And also, when I saw the title of the video, I remember how angry Hasan got and triggered from a literal kid. All right, anybody remember Bill Clinton kid from that from the Game Show Awards or whatever the fuck it was called?
I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Like nobody watches. Yeah, he trolled the fuck out of Hasan with the "We Love Landlords" sign. Was top tier grade A quality trolling. Let's take a little look at that clip first.
What's going on? How you guys doing? We love landlords. We're all against unions. We're here to protest against the landlords and the unions. We love them.
Because real talk, you guys are sitting there hating on me.
Can we do like a quick shake on the hand? We love landlords. Look. We love landlords. We love landlords. We love them a lot. We're all against unions. They're not fair to the corporate companies. This is a crazy protest.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Anyway, as I was saying,
we love them a lot.
He's so brain dead and his brain has become so melted he legit cannot think or formulate any thoughts, and just like you can just tell he's fuming on the inside right now. Based kid +1, Bill Clinton kid, you know, +1, socialist Grifter Hasan 0. Okay, now let's take a look at the actual video of why like Hasan hates landlords so much. I'm sure this is gonna be like a master class of a video if I do say so myself.
Trying TikTok landlord?
One person who is really panicking is property tycoon Samuel Leeds. Here's Mr. Leeds last year when the going was a little bit easier in the property game.
I work in London, I live in Buckinghamshire, but I invest up north. Right now we're in Huddersfield. This is Huddersfield. You buy a house here for like £80,000.
Real quality content right here. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and why I don't watch Hasan streams every single day, like with this quality content that he's producing.
You ain't funny. You're gonna rent it for £600. In London, you'll buy a house for £800,000. You're not gonna rent it for 10 times the price. So you wanna buy low, rent high, with a property manager nearby. People say, oh, but Samuel, I have to buy close to where I live so that I can keep an eye on it if there's any problems. That's not financial freedom.
Just look at how disengaged he is, and this is all Twitch streamers, by the way. They all hate their jobs, which I don't understand why. Literally, all you have to do is be in front of a camera and either react to somebody else's content, kind of like what I'm doing right now, or play some video games. Like, it really isn't that hard. You don't need a bachelor's or master's degree to do this, okay?
That's called a rope around your neck.
What is going up with his accent, by the way? He sounds like James Corden. I mean,
why does he sound Australian?
it sounds like he's got some weird mid-Atlantic twang because he's trying to appeal to US audience as well.
Don't you guys just love watching your favorite Twitch streamers like Hasan or Pokimane eat on stream? Isn't it just the best content ever? And this is an actual video on YouTube, by the way. Not only does the Grifter Hasan think this is worthwhile stream content, he also thinks this trash is worthwhile as a video too. Like, has the quality standard for Zoomers really become this low? Like, seriously?
Well, what goes up invariably comes down, however. I'm sure your parents told you that as a kid, and guess what? They were right. Rising rates.
Property investment is very tough right now. And if you're anything like me and you got a lot of houses, there's some of my properties that were making me nice.
The first thing I can tell you, salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Money. I was making a couple £100 a month. Now I'm losing money on. And it's the Bank of England's fault. So base rate going up has screwed us all. We had properties, didn't we, Amanda? How much? We were paying like, what, £300-400 a month? Now we're paying? 600. 600. And what's the rent? 500. Right. So we were paying 300 on the interest.
on the interest.
I really thought this video would be Hasan discussing his thoughts and on like why landlords are so bad, but so far he really hasn't even said anything. The only thing he has added was him eating, so this video really should just be called Hasan reacts to landlords being a fat fuck eating on stream and not adding anything to the conversation. Like really, that's a much better title for the video if you ask me.
You ain't funny.
Wait, what? They're making so much money, bro.
Rate was low, interest rates were low. Now we're paying 600. The rent's only 500. What does that mean?
Bro, is Hasan eating right now or is he giving his boyfriend a blowjob? Like fucking really, bro. Like come on.
You took the risk. Work, baby. Indeed.com. Get a fucking job. Dick face. Fuck you mean? Get a job. What you're doing is not a job. Get a fucking job. Are you a landlord? Yeah. To your mom at night when we're role playing. Which, by the way, is fucking gross. I mean, in roleplay situations, whatever, but did you guys see that fucking tweet from some, like, Groiper account with, like, a rose emoji on it that everyone thought was, like, a leftist? It was, like, everybody wins. It was, like, a fucking Reddit post, which probably isn't real because nothing is real on Reddit, let's be real.
Bro, let's be real. Your entire audience is Redditors. Like, what the fuck are you on about?
Real talk?
I've been blowing my landlord instead of paying rent. So yeah, this has been going on since June 2020 during the pandemic when I lost my job. Started out as a monthly thing, but I'm doing it every 2 weeks now. Not exactly proud of myself, but to be honest, I'm happy not paying rent, which is ridiculously high in London anyway. And on a serious level, assuming no coercion from the landlord beyond the inherent coercion all landlords have over all tenants, there's nothing wrong with this scenario unless you're a communist or whatever. No, actually, as a matter of fact, there's a lot wrong with this fucking scenario. You don't have to be a communist. You're basically telling on yourself for claiming that, like, anyone who disapproves of this is just, like, a communist or whatever. Yeah, communism is when you consider sex under coercive conditions to be sexual assault, which is exactly what it is, by the way. And even then, it's not like a special deluxe kind of exploitation. So, to the scrub, thank you for making commies look so good and so normal, because this is an inherently psychotic fucking thing to say. People should be more embarrassed to say stuff like this. It's also a fucking Reddit post that is most likely not real. The ridiculous thing here is looking at a fake Reddit post and then acting like it is real and then saying it's good actually when that Reddit post is basically describing coercive sex extracted from someone who relies on you for fucking shelter and making it seem like it's a good thing. It blows my fucking mind. And before people go and say, Hasan, what about sex work? I mean, that's monetary transactions. That's like offering money in exchange of like sexual acts. Yeah, exactly. You want to know the difference though? It's literally consensual. It's consent. The coercion in that circumstance is coercion that exists in every other capacity under capitalism.
There's only so much levels of retardation one person can intake, and I think I've just about had it. I think I liked Hasan more when he was eating and not spewing the dumbest shit imaginable. Also, what's funny and ironic is the motherfucker going off about capitalism and capitalism bad, you guys, while having an entire wall filled with consumer junk. Like, bro, where's your self-awareness?
Real talk.
Like, it's a common theme with all these dumbass leftists and bread tubers. They all have no self-awareness. It's literally non-existent. It's nowhere to be found. Do you not see all that junk behind you? Do you not see the mansion you live in? Like, really, bro? Also, this whole coercion argument is like actually retarded because he's saying it's coercion for the tenant or whatever to do a sexual act in compensation for the rent when it's not, and it's like it's consensual on both sides. And he straight up makes the argument that as a sex worker it's somehow different. Like, bro, the landlord isn't holding a gun to her head being like, suck my peen, you whore, or I'm gonna pull the fucking trigger. No, it's a win-win situation. She's a slut and she's getting a place to live in practically for free. It's a win-win situation. Like, the fact that the people, like thousands of people, tune into Hasan's streams and somehow think this guy is right about anything is actually mind-blowing. It just goes to show the current state of the world we live in and how far we have fallen from God and how degenerate the world has become. Like, bread tubers are actually the most pathetic people on planet Earth. They really are. Like, no self-awareness, actual, like, they don't have any morals at all. They are all grifters and they all are, like, on some level narcissistic. But yeah, if I haven't convinced you by now to unsub to Hasan and redistribute that sub to me, then there is something wrong with you and you should honestly be shipped in a box to like the moon to never be seen again, because you are actually stupid, unlike named Queen Parfait who holds a much higher IQ from watching too much Rick and Morty, okay? If you haven't liked this video either, by the way, then like you probably should have your entire family shipped to the moon also, because like really, you're just stupid, okay? But yeah, tell me down in the comments what you want me to cover, or if you want me to branch out into other content like, I don't know, game reviews or some gay shit like that. I don't fucking know.
We'll be right back.